95 to start 10-0 on the road. Bottom first, Vlad Guerrero swings at the first pitch he sees and lines out. Vlad said Schilling always challenges him with pitches around the strike zone. Bottom four, Guerrero swings at the first pitch again and grounds out. He said he missed the same pitch in his first 3 at-bats. Bottom 7 tied at 1. Guerrero actually looks at ball 1. Schilling pitched his 4th complete game this season. Guerrero swings at pitch 2 and pops up. Schilling allows 7 hits and K7 to pass Randy Johnson for the major league lead in strikeouts. Schilling has 219, Johnson 215. Bottom 9, tied. First pitch. In order to keep my rep up, you know I got to step up. The game winner, Guerrero's 28th. Schilling said all the pitches were the same. I just didn't execute that pitch. I left it up, hung it, he hammered it. Expos the major league best 24 one-run victories this season. 2-1 the final. Vlad 0 for 3 before that at-bat on 4 pitches. In his game-winning at-bat, he hits the first pitch out. That's an adjustment. Schilling loses for just the 2nd time against the NL this season. His only other loss against the National League came to St. Louis April 17th. With his 19th win put on hold, Kurt not a happy man.
Crowd
riveted.
They're riveted. Hey, lady, we're playing baseball. All right. Thanks a lot. Britt Reams, CK's Bagwell with a big old curveball. Then Lance Berkman. High cheese, gives him the gas face. 6th inning, Reams gets Berkman again. This time pulls the string. And then Jeff Bagwell again swinging. Reams retired 16 of the last 17 batters he faced. At the end of the 9th, we hand the ball off to Scott Stewart. Now, backwards, that would be Stewart Scott. There's my man, Stewart.
Good luck.
Now we wonder, when Scott Stewart strikes out Lance Berkman, does he say "ya boo"? Richard Hidalgo, again, it's not booyah, you get it, because it's Scott Stewart, ya boo. One more time, Julio Lugo for the folks at home to go, what is this? Booyah! Strikes him out, or ya boo, whatever. In the end, Montreal wins the game, and the lady who was reading the book saw a good one, if she watched. Montreal's won 4 of 5. Only the 15th win for the Expos in their last 48 games against Houston. Britt, first scary moment. Look out. Wade Miller, fastball, gets him in the head. Take a look and a listen. That's why they wear the helmet. Big Cat, though, good news, would be all right. Bottom 2nd, Jose Macias says, hey, don't you go throwing at the Cat. But Miller makes a good grab. Nice play there. Top 3, no score. 2 on for Jeff Bagwell out of the squat. When this guy gets a hold, forget it. 3-run home run for Bagwell. Astros starting to play some awfully good baseball. Bottom 5, same score. 2 on Brad Wilkerson. Just like that, we are tied up at 3's Wilkerson with his 13th. But in the top of the 8th, Craig Biggio, Killer Bees. Bagwell got one, so did Biggio. Dirty helmet, gritty player. That's gone. Biggio's 9th, and the Astros win at 4-3. Astros' quiet pursuit of St. Louis starting to get a little bit noisy. They've won 23 of 33 to climb within 4 of the Cards in the National League Central. Wade Miller, meanwhile, 6-0 with a 1.96 ERA in his last 6. Craig Biggio 6 for 12 with a couple of home runs in his last.
Hey, there's the real Gary Carter on hand. Astros Expos top 2, no score. 2 men on for Kirk Saarloos. He's the pitcher, and he's helping his own effort. Oh yeah. Orlando Merced, Jeff Blum come on down. Astros lead 2-0 and only the 2nd career hit for Saarloos. Bottom 2, a man on here. Saarloos pitching to Troy O'Leary. Pops one up. Darrell Ward in left. And catches the Big Cat napping way off of second base. Bottom 7, Expos down 5-1. Pitcher to Jose Macias. Takes Ricky Stone. Deep and gone. 3-run jack, 4th of the year. It's a 1-run game. Bottom 9, 2 men on. It's Macias facing the closer, Billy Wagner. Looking. And the Astros take the weekend set. National League Rookie of the Month for July. Got an auspicious August start. 1 run in 5 1/3 plus 2 RBIs. Saarloos now.
Didn't have time for all 35 seconds of the standing ovation. We do have time to show you that. Grounded out in his first AB. Cards down 2-1 at that point. Top third, 2 outs. Expos lead 7-1. Vlad Guerrero. Add another one to that one, please. Drives in a run. But Vlad going to get a little greedy. Notice Chuck Finley started this. He was gone after 2 2/3. Second shortest outing of the season. And there's Vlad, hosed to third. But 8-1 lead. Go ahead, take the chance. Fernando Vina, Jose Macias given full effort. Effort is the key to success. Nicely done. Expos still up 8-1, rolling. Not getting it done. 0 for 4, 3 ground outs. Expos win at 10-1. Top 3 in the Expos order starts no score. It's one of Scott's favorite players. It's Vladimir Guerrero, who we like to call Iceberg Lettuce.
Iceberg Slim. Believe that. Please believe.
Not lettuce.
No, Iceberg Slim.
Slim.
He's an author, noted author.
My bad. 199th career homer for Vlad. 29th of the year, makes it 2-0. Now watch Joey Eischen. He's arrowed out there in the bullpen. Oh! And he drops it. He's mad. He tried to barehand and be a man, show off. Oh, well. Bottom 5 out with Pujols. 2 on, 2 outs, 3-1. Jose Macias, using all the technology available to baseball players in the modern world. He's got a glove. Bottom 6, runners on the corners. Eli Marrero trying to steal. We're going to second. Well, he thinks better of it. Roland going to go home, and Jose Vidra hoses him off. You oot. Top 7, Steve Klein facing Joey Eischen, the pitcher who is now in, but getting an AB. And the first pitch, over the head of the center field. You don't expect the pitcher to bring it large like that.
Oh, indeed.
You're going to get a double. Next batter, Jose Macias. Faking the bunt. Klein throws it behind him. Eischen taking third. He would later score an RBI single by Macias. And after the inning, Klein, we're pointing at him, has to be restrained by teammates. He's pitching a fit. Not happy with the ump, or apparently somebody tried to clean his hat, and that just will not do. Bottom 7, Eischen now pitching, has glove. Fernando Vina doesn't like that call. Tony La Russa comes out. Well, when you're going bad, just get out.
Reckless eyeballing.
Definitely. Third time in the last 6 home games, La Russa's gotten a gate. Expos win at 4-1. St. Louis.
Too shallow. Oh, boy. We move to the top of the first. Matt Morris, Vlad Guerrero, flashback, April 28th, 2002. Oh, Iceberg Slim, just dealing. He turned out Morris with not 1, but 2 home runs. Vlad, he's a free-swinging lad. Thursday, as we come back to the future, that was the 2 home run night there. That doesn't look a lot like Bush. Here, first inning, Morris gets Vlad, grounded out to Scott Rowland. Vlad went 1 for 4 in the evening. Bottom 1, scoreless, runner on second. Albert Pujols takes Britt Reams deep to left. That'll bring Fernando Vina around, and Pujols as well as 24th now. Jim Edmonds. Hello. We dial up the upper deck. That's a blast. His 23rd, and the Cards, they win a ball game. Matt Morris earns win number 13, ends the 7-game skid. During that losing streak, the Cards outscored 45-14. Pitchers had an ERA over 6. The homer, incidentally, by Pujols in the first inning ended a 58-inning tater drought. The Cards win. Would they stretch the lead over Houston, John?
Facing the Brewers, here's what Commissioner Bud Selig said Friday on ESPN Radio.
Attraction candidate is the Montreal club, which of course baseball owns.
You really
All right, so it's team contraction versus team Selig. Somebody contract the Brewers. Would you? Top 1, Expos leading 2-zip. Vlad Guerrero at 371 during a 9-game hit streak. Let's make that a 10-game hit streak. Now in the 3rd, and that's not a replay. It looks like, though, Ruben Quevedo's head the target again, and he ducks for cover again. Top 9, and again, it's the Vlad man. You better be rolling that VCR at the Guerrero home. His 200th career home run. And the Expos win 11-4.
Expos and Brewers for aficionados only. Vladimir Guerrero.
Talk about a guy that likes to hack.
Ooh. Jose Cabrera deals. Vladdy impales. 3-1 game. His 31st of the year. Milwaukee up 3-1 in the 5th. Richie Sexton base hit. Eric Young is going to score. Eric Young was 4 for 4 in the game. Scored twice. It's a 4-1 lead. In the 9th, Mike DeJean. Jose Macias to left field. Ryan Thompson. Ryan Thompson makes the play. Mike DeJean goes an inning and 2/3 scoreless, gets his 19th save, and the Brewers take this one 5-2. Jose Hernandez, by the way, 1 for 4 with 3 strikeouts in this game.
Be 500 before the year is out. Meanwhile, the Expos and the Brewers. Bill Schroeder asking the girl for the autograph, but Matt Stairs is the one autographing the baseball. His 10th of the year from New Brunswick, Canada. Vlad Guerrero.
How good is this guy? Man.
He's past 200, on his way to 300 any day now, right? Richie Sexton against Yoshi.
Richie hammered, deep left field, get up baseball, gone! 3-2, and the big man touches them all. I told you, do not pitch to him.
I don't think he really had to talk to that ball much.
Yeah, he's trying to help it out of the park. I think he didn't need any help.
Aaron Sutton on the call. Yoshi leaves after Sexton's blast. Meanwhile, Ben Sheets had a strong outing. 5 hits, 2 earned runs in 8 innings. Gets Vlad there. Autographed Bill Schroeder baseball.
Montreal trying to hang on to their lead in the race for the NL wild card. This is the bottom of the 8th, 3-2 Expos trail. Vladimir Guerrero up on a 3-0 count. Base hit. The tying run is now aboard. Next batter's Troy O'Leary. But Andy Ashby won't get a chance to pitch to him. Here's Jim Tracy. Who are you going to go to? He's going to bring in Eric Gagne, the hometown hero. His first visit to his hometown this season gets a standing ovation for the Montreal crowd. Those who decided to show up. And Gagne, his first pitch to Troy O'Leary, get out of town. A 2-run home run, 4-3 Expos take the lead, and Gagne at his first pitch records a blown save already. Top of the 9th, still 4-3 Montreal, tying run on second. Eric Karros strikes out. It's 113 straight at bats without a home run for Karros, second worst drought of his career. Mark Rudzolatic bounces back to the mound, 2 down. Tying run moves up to third. Mike Kincaid pinch hitting, facing Scott Stewart, and Stewart gets him, and the Expos hang on. For Gagne, his first loss of the year, only his 3rd blown save in 42 opportunities. Of the first pitch fastball he threw for the home run, Gagne said, anyone who can read a scouting report knows I'm throwing a first pitch fastball. The problem was the location. Tomooka has allowed 1 earned run or less in 12 of his 25 starts, 5 of the last 8.
Tatis getting a look at 1 and getting a good piece of it. Just not enough. Hauled in, but a sac fly. Run will score, and the Expos are up 1-0. How about the deuce? Sheehy back in July. Curveball, the 14th of July to be exact. Devastating to Tony Womack. Wednesday, Troy O'Leary, he gets the hook, handles it just enough up the middle for the single. His 30th rib. Expos leading it 2-1. Flat scores, top 3rd, tied at 2-1 out. This time it's Sean Green going to back up his pitcher right here off Bartolo Colon. Launch me. That is his 35th. 4th time he has gotten to the 35 homer plateau in his career. Dodgers up 3-2. Bottom 7, nobody out, still 3-2. Ishii walks Orlando Cabrera. Little control problem. Next batter, big cat in the box. He'll trip down to first. That's it for Ishii. 4 walks, 3 hits, 2 runs, but both unearned. Bases loaded. Paul Shuey, Jose Macias, little ground ball. Step on second, over to first. Danger averted. Now in the 9th, LA up 5-2. Eric Gagne blew up. Gave up the save, gave up the win on Tuesday night, but much better in front of the home crowd on Wednesday. Orlando Cabrera down swinging, Michael Barrett as well. 40th save for Gagne, and the Dodgers win it 5-2, so back and forth we go. LA reclaims the NL wildcard lead by half a game over the Giants. Green's homer is 8th in the last 14 games. First loss at home for Bartolo Colon, now 5-2 with Montreal. Ishii gets his first win since the All-Star break.
Since it was August 15th, the games continue to be played. Expos down 1-0 to the Dodgers. Jose Vidro hits the umpire, Tim Timmons, and then Vidro will get thrown out rounding first. What happened here? Take another look. Watch Tim Timmons try and get out of the way. The ball will hit him anyway in the leg, and the ball comes to a stop. Timmons cost the Expos an extra base hit. Later, bottom 8 still 1-0. Troy O'Leary with the bags full. That's deep. Dave Roberts, though, will run this thing down, and the Dodgers escape the jam with a lead 1-0. Eric Gagne, bottom of the 9th, Dodgers up 1-0, still facing Michael Barrett. Ground ball, Tyler Houston. Whoops, can't handle the throw, bobbles it, and Barrett is safe at first. Later, same score, 2 outs, man on for Jose Vidro.
Here's the 1-1. Vidro hits that ball, base hit, right field. Here comes the runner. Here comes Green's throw. It's going to be out at the plate.
Thanks to Sean Green's arm, the Dodgers keep their lead over the Giants in the wild card battle. Eric Gagne notching his 41st save in 44 chances. Omar Dahl allowing 4 hits in 7 innings to get his 10th win. Vlad Guerrero, well, he went hitless, and he ended his 14-game hit streak.
All right, Expos and Pods, and it's all about this guy. Vladimir Guerrero, 6'5" game, man on first, driven. Cover comes off the ball as it goes into left field.
That guy is just some kind of player, and he's only 26 years old. I mean, he just continues to get better and better.
Well, the bad news is, Tony, he dove back into first, and he would have to leave the game with a strained left shoulder. He waves, says he's okay. The Expos win it 11-6. You watch him and you just think undisciplined swings at everything, but that's part of his game.
That's exactly right. That's part of his game. But, you know, he reminds me of a guy that, you know, just loves to play the game, and he shows that when he's out there playing.
But still trying to hang around the pennant race. Top 8 taking on the Padres. 4-3 Expos. Davey Cruz facing Matt Hergis. Will Cordero gets all turned around. And now it's 4-4 as Trinidad Hubbard comes in, and this is an error on Will Cordero, and Buck probably well-deserved.
Well, the ball hit him in the glove, and whenever that happens, no matter how many times you get turned around, once it hits your glove, you should catch it.
Well, you know, he fixes his hat, and then he goes to get the ball. 2 batters later, Gene Kingsale, ground rule, double to right center. 2 runs are going to come in. This made it 6-4 San Diego, and the Padres hold on to win 6-5. Jonathan Johnson, called up from AAA Portland earlier on Saturday, gets the win. He's the 33rd pitcher to appear in a game for San Diego this year. That breaks Cleveland's record of 32 pitchers used in the 2000 season. Jose Macias had a home run.
Either one of them would be 3rd in the Pacific Coast League.
4th largest home crowd of the year, 25,000 almost. Guerrero returning from a strained left shoulder in Friday's game. Jose Macias just leaving. His 7th 3-0 Expos. Jose Vidro, JPV, ding dong, pitch dead. 5-0 Expos.
Vidro having another solid year. I'll tell you what, he's turned into one of the premier second basemen in baseball. People don't realize how good this young man is.
Uh-oh, deja vu. Spinning around that one, 2nd of the game, 15th of the year. What'd you say, Buck?
Outstanding.
8-1 Expos. 8-1, Tomo Oka.
He has been, you know, he is a guy, talk about commanding the strike zone. He does it so well. He throws strikes, and then he can catch Kotsay with a pitch out of the strike zone. Good split there. And then the top of the 7th. Throws it away from Ramon Vasquez, who's a dead inside hitter.
Rated CG, Peter. That's a complete game for Tomo Oka.
Well, that was a great trade that Jim Beattie made last summer when he had to get rid of Ugether Urbina. Picked him up. Very good deal.
PV 3 to 3rd gave up 8 earned runs, but the story was Oka and the hitting of Jose Vidro.
Padres down 1-0, 2 on Mo Vasquez. Yes, Wilkerson comes up throwing after this, and Wilkerson has his eyes on Davey Cruz. What about the slide, Davey? What about the slide, Davey? Oh, anyway, Vlad Guerrero. Oh, he knows fate is what you decide to do next. He puts it over the fence. Number 33, Expos up 4-0. Meanwhile, there's a guy named Bartolo Colon on the mound for Montreal, and all he's doing is making his way to a complete game shutout win. Colon would become just the 4th pitcher since 1910 with 4 complete games in each league in the same season. That's pretty cool. I don't know about that dancing, though.
See ya. That, and he likes to see that. And it's his 29th birthday. Uh-oh. Blow out the candles, big fella. Solo home run, 3rd career time he's left on his birthday. Everybody moving here later in the 3rd. Soupy, double steal is on. Jay Payton on his way to 3rd.
Well, he got the big jump, so Micah Barrett tried to go to the backside to 2nd, threw it in the center field, so Clint Hurdle's got his club aggressive. That's one thing Don Baylor did when he was in Colorado. They had the Blake Street Bombers, but they also stole 200 bases one year. Vasquez just didn't really check. Look, he never even looked back at the runner. For goodness sakes. Got to at least check him.
Top 6, 8-3, Jose Vidro. Todd Helton. Happy birthday to you. Well played, 8-6. Rocks take care of the Expos. Denny Nagel, 5 innings, 2 earned, 3-0 with a 1.08 ERA in his last 4 starts.
And Hampton's it's got a 3-game winning streak in 4 starts.
Javi Vasquez didn't bring a lot. 3 innings, 9 hits, 5 earned. He loses his 4th straight start.
Expos Rockies, go ahead and play faster. NL Rookie of the Year candidate Brad Wilkerson adding to the campaign with his 16th of the year. That's off Sean Chacon. It was very high, and it was worth 1 point. 2-0 Expos. Top 5, 2 outs. Wilkerson up again, and he had so much fun with the first one, he thought he'd crack another one. His 17th, 16th, and another one at 17th. Top 9, Vlad Guerrero. Iceberg Slim crushes number 34 on the year.
At his feet.
Off Kent Merker. They all are. Wilkerson's 2 homers, 3 RBIs, 10 total bases. Expos win at third.
Rocky uniform.
Well, Payton likes hitting the ball in the air anyway. I mean, that's what you're trying to do to get him out, is elevate the ball and make him swing through it on high pitches. But when you're playing in Colorado, if you elevate the ball, the hitter's going to elevate it a long way.
And Payton's going all the way to third base. The triple gives the Expos, or cuts the Expo lead to 3-1, I should say. Bottom second, Rockies leading 5-4, 2-on. Payton puts one in the right and drives in another run. Rockies up 6-4. Armas leaves the game after an inning and a third. He allowed 8 runs and 7 hits, shortest outing of his career. And then Vladimir Guerrero later.
Should have bounced it.
He'll swing at it in the dirt.
He can hit anything as long as he can reach it. He can hit it. He can reach a lot.
And all it has to be is ankle high for him to knock it out.
Tremendously long arms. That really helps.
Back to the 6th. Back to Jay Payton. That's a single. His 3rd hit of the game. Bottom 7th. Rockies up 11-6. 2-on. And it's Payton one more time. 3-run shot. What a day for Jay Payton. 4 for 5, the triple, the homer, 5 RBI, hitting .408 in 19 games as a Rocky with 15 runs batted in.
Godfather on hand, so was Hank Aaron. Here's what he had to say.
I want all of the fans here in San Francisco, in this beautiful ballpark, to understand that you are looking at one of the greatest players that have ever played the game.
That is high praise indeed coming from the Hammer, the 3 living members of the 600 home run club. We played a game 2. We've got a shift on, 14 men in the infield. Bonds grounds out off Tomaoka. 6-3 put out. Top 4, Ramon Ortiz facing Vlad. Vlad, he'll swing if you throw it. Rich Aurelia. Oh, that's a good play. Top 5, game tied at 1. Runner on 3rd for the pitcher, Oka.
Here it comes.
It ain't a suicide squeeze if you pull it off now, is it? Perfection. Expos take a 2-1 lead. Bottom 6, Bonds facing Oka. And he sends it high and deep, and everyone's taking pictures of a fly ball to center field. Honey, look at this is a picture of the fly out to Brad Wilkerson. Bottom 8, Bonds against Oka again. Gotta go, gotta go. 602. The 58th homer against the Expos. That's the most against that proud Canadian club.
Bonds sore knees, Kenta sore quad. Bottom 1, Benito Santiago, Bartolo Colon, Fernando Tatis, El Gato Grande. Nice play defensively by the Expos. Bottom 4, David Bell. Nice play here by Bartolo Colon, who allowed only 2 runs on 5 hits in 6. He continues to look good in Montreal. Top 6, Vlad Guerrero. Singles to the right side off Livan Hernandez. Brad Wilkerson comes in. Hernandez touched for 4 runs in 5 2/3.
Guerrero's got such long arms. Even when that ball is way away from him, he can cross the plate and go get it and rifle it the other way.
Troy O'Leary, the 6th, gets one through. Guerrero going for 3rd. Ball hits him, so Vlad can hit on home now. He was 3 for 4 in the game. 2-0 Montreal.
The Giants got a little bit sloppy defensively during this ball game. That play right there could have been given 2 errors. And then you see here, they just throwing the ball all over the place. You got to be able to get it out sometime during a game, or you're going to lose to a team like the Expos.
Ramon Martinez there. That coming with the bases loaded. Didn't help. Montreal wins 7-2. They've won 4 of 5 against the Giants this
year. 603 and a Giant win. They're starting to slip a little bit in the wild card race. Yard. Or is it?
Not in that ballpark, or is it? That's a huge place to hit a home run.
Oh, and the toughest part of the park to do it. Left center. What do we got? Home run, fan interference. Let's take a timeout and address it. The fan had it go right through his hands. That's an E, or did he? And then it bounced off the top of the wall, ruled a double. If you know, Santiago comes up and picks up Bonds. It was Santiago on Saturday who would clean up for the Giants. They're up 2-zip. Bottom 4. Well, let's not belittle what the Expos bring. Cologne was filthy, and now they bring... Oy. What happened to Vasquez? It fell in the head.
You can see the seam marks on his helmet. A lot of times that happens in a game, and people think that the guy's pitching inside. That's a breaking ball. Just got away from it.
All right, Brad Wilkerson, a little blooper to left. Trouble. Rich Aurelia and Barry Bonds dropped right in between them. No error. Should have been team error, right, Buck?
Yeah, I agree. You know, this is a play that Barry probably should have called him off. There's no tougher place when the wind's blowing around in San Francisco in the high sky and the sun.
Vladdy, that pitch is high, hard, and it's dumped into left, and RBI knock Expos down a run. And all of a sudden, we got ourselves a ball game. In this game, we saw Barry Bonds, by the way, with that injured leg running a lot better.
I agree, Carl. He was moving as good as we've seen him in a long time.
Kenny Lofton with a 4-2 game, runner on. He goes to right. An RBI triple for Lofton. Giants go up by a score of 5-2. And the Giants finally take care of the Expos. 8-4. Montreal denied 4 straight wins against San Francisco for the first time since '97. Jason Schmidt, very good. 7 innings, 2 earned. San Francisco's won 5 of 7 overall. The problem is the Dodgers have been just as good over the same period of time.
Well, both get it. 2-0 Phils. Roa getting help from his D. Vlad Guerrero on the ground. Jimmy Rollins. Nice stop. The toss. Phils get the 6-4-3 double play. Guerrero, by the way, 1 for 3, hitting .335. The 3-2 pitch. Roa, liner. Mike Lieberthal would score on that. Roa 2 for 2, 2 RBI. 3-2 Phillies. 4-2 Phils. Bottom 9, 2 men on, 2 out. Jose Mesa. Striking out Brad Wilkerson. End of game. Phillies 500 for the first time since the 11th of April.
100 wants a winning ball club here. They're really fighting back for different reasons. Fernando Tatis way up in the air. Where is it? I got it. You got it. Yo, no! Through all this. Real Cormier throw to second. Get him. Oh, Tatis.
I don't know how that play was scored, Brian, but somebody's got to get an error on that play. The pitcher gets the guy to hit a routine pop-up. Nobody catches it. Somebody should get an error there.
Brad Wilkerson there, the rookie with a 2-run shot. That's his 18th of the year. The Expos take this ball game 6-3. Wilkerson was 3 for 4 in the game. Snaps a 6-game winning streak for Philadelphia.
The Expos. Fans in Philly letting their feelings be known. Picking up the bottom third, that's Bobby Abreu, that's Bartolo Colon, and that's a 2-run home run. His 17th. 2-1 Phillies at that point, but right now we're thinking about the Expos. Let's flash back to the good times. The '81 NL Division Series. Game 5, Manny Trio lines out, and the Expos advance. Those were the good days. Yeah, bad uniforms were good days. Flashback to the bad days. These times, top of the 9th, and Jose Mesa gets his 38th save. Phillies go on to win this one 2-1. Is that the last image of the Expos? Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye.
Top 4, Braves and Expos. Chipper of Tony Armas Jr., Orlando Cabrera.
Nobody.
Chipper's in there with a double. Gift double, perhaps. First hit of the game for the Braves. Another look, and Cabrera loses his footing. Javi Lopez facing Britt Reams in the 5th. By Michael Barrett. Darren Bragg comes in 2-0. Matt Herges in the 7th. There's another wild pitch. Chipper scampering in 4-0 Atlanta. The Expos may be playing, but that's not necessarily a good thing. 4-1 Braves. Bottom 9, John Smoltz facing Will Cordero. Vlad Guerrero steals 2nd. Bad throw by Javi. He goes to 3rd. 30 stolen bases for Vlad, Jeff Brantley.
You wonder why in the world Guerrero's stealing. They're down 3 runs in the 9th against Smoltz, and he's taking off. Is he padding his stats or what? That doesn't make any sense at all.
All right, same inning, kind of a Steve Spurrier deal there. Guerrero scored on a sac fly. Cabrera comes up, and he grounds out to Mark DeRosa, and that'll do it. Smoltz's 47th save of the year. That's tops in the major leagues. He and Damian Moss combined in the 4-hitter. Vlad Guerrero's 2nd straight 30-30 season, Tim.
Right. The only other guys who've ever done that 2 years in a row, Barry Bonds, Bobby Bonds, and oh, here it is.
That's why he was stealing.
So the same night we talked Soriano 40-40, we talked Guerrero 30-30, and look at this company. Bonds, Mays, and Ron Gant, not bad.
Those division leaders in the NL East. Almost call them division champs at this point here. Jason Marquis, 2 on, the bouncer, the throw, that's 1 error. Then Jose Macias, the throw, 2 errors on the play, 1-0 Braves. Bottom of the 6th, the Big Cat crunches this on Marquis and ties it up. It's his 8th of the year. So a 3-3 ball game in the top of the 7th, 3-3. Javi Vasquez trying to keep this thing locked up.
Well, the thing for Andrew Jones is he's really been working on trying to keep his front shoulder in, trying to hit the ball to right field so he doesn't swing at too many bad pitches. Gets a couple of curveballs, he gets that fastball, he keeps the shoulder in right there because he hits this ball like it was set on a tee. Bobby Cox and Terry Pendleton have been talking to Andrew about this for quite some time. And he's finally starting to get it through his head. Andrew Jones is a guy, if you throw him strikes and he keeps that shoulder in, he is going to wear you out. And you can see him stay right on this ball and drive it the other way. Now, if he can just get Vinny Castilla to think about it a little bit, they will have some offense.
John Smoltz closing it out, gets Jose Vidro his 48th save of the year. 48. And the Braves hold on to win 5-3. But, you know, Jeff, what gets me, you pointed me out with Chris Hammond. He works the 6th and the 7th. His ERA 1.07. Remlinger pitches the 8th. His ERA 1.55.
That's deadly.
That's unbelievable. And then Smoltz, the 1-2-3 ninth inning.